A very good afternoon and welcome to the heart of Colombo, the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium, live and direct from the commercial capital of Sri Lanka. This is the FIBA U18 Asia Cup SABA Qualifiers 2026 between India and the Maldives in the boys under 18 category, the opening fixture of this tournament. The Indian outfit, the favorites, they were dominant right throughout the junior arena in the South Asian region, and of course the Maldives have proved that they are a team to be reckoned with. And as you can see, the final preparations between the two teams, before the two teams battle it out. They are in the very last bit of the warm-ups.
Absolutely, Muad, and just moments away from the tip-off. Boys getting ready from both countries here at Sugathadasa.
Today, plenty of matches are lined up in the boys and girls category. So this will be a very, very interesting affair as all the teams battle it out for glory. And the opening game will be battled out here, as you can see, between the Indian outfit and the Maldives in the under 18 boys category. And in the under 18 women's, we have the host Sri Lanka versus the Maldives at 4:15. And the final game for today will be Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh in the boys category. That will be two back-to-back home team fixtures for the Lankans. That is starting off with the first game today, India versus the Maldives. And the second game, Sri Lanka versus the Maldives in the women's category at 4:15. And at 6:45, Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh in the boys category. You can watch the live action on Dialog TV's ThePapare channel number 62, channel number 126, Dialog Play, and ThePapare.com 62 Papare channels, and of course all the apps and our web platform as well. You can tune in from wherever you are in the world here at the SABA Under 18 Asia Cup, the FIBA SABA qualifiers for the Under 18 Asia Cup that will be played on later in India and Thailand.
And we'll be going to a quick commercial break, so don't go anywhere, stay in your seats. We'll be back in a quick.
Going to the hands of the fielder. What a catch!
The legends return to rule. The rivalries reignited. Cricket's greatest names. One epic series. Asian Legends League 2026. From the 2nd to the 14th of June. Catch the action live on the Papare 2, Dialog Play, and ThePapare.com.
And he shot his bowling.
Two proud nations, one epic rivalry, and a tour that promises fire. From raw pace to fearless stroke play, from moments of brilliance to battles that define champions.
Edge there, he's gone, didn't take
Australia arrives in Pakistan for 3 epic ODIs. From the 30th May to the 4th of June, catch the action live on the Papare 2, the Papare 2 HD, Dialog Play, and ThePapare.com.
The biggest spectacle in franchise cricket, Indian Premier League, is back for another thrilling season. Sri Lanka's finest stars and the global icons are ready to set the grandest stage of them all ablaze. Every six that shakes the stadium, every yorker that silences the crowd, every moment that stops your heart. Don't just watch it, feel it. live on thepapare.com.
This happened. Oh, what an effort. Good technique.
The tradition continues. From signature clashes to heart-stopping endings. Every pass, every tackle, every try writes a new chapter in Sri Lanka schools rugby history. Old rivals, new challengers, underdogs who rise with one dream. Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. Live on Dialog Television, Dialog Play and ThePapare.com.
හයේ පහරවල් දියුණු කඩුළු දවා ගැනීම මේ කිසිම දෙයක් මගහැරගන්න එපා කොතැන සිටියත් ඕනෑම වෙලාවක සජීවීව IPL අත්දැකීම දැන් ඔබේ අතටම IPL උන්මාදයට Dialog Play සමග එක්වන්න අදම Dialog Play App එක ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කර රුපියල් 268ක් රීලෝඩ් කරන්න Star Sports නාලිකා ඔස්සේ මුළු IPL තරගාවලියම සජීවීව නරඹන්න
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel.
Welcome to the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium. I've got with me Janidu himself in the com box. Janidu, after plenty of rugby action, we move our attention to the basketball arena during the start of this week.
Yes, absolutely, Muad. Something for Sri Lankans to be happy about as well. Getting the hosting rights for these under-18 Asian SABA qualifiers, as 4 countries will be taking part, as Maldives, Sri Lanka, India and Pakistan, as the first game is ready.
Hand over to the ground.
Number 5, Chirag. Number 6, Surya Krishna. Number 10, Chaudhary Piyush. Number 16, Sidhu Singh. Number 21, Ahmad. Number 22, Wajid Singh. Number 26, Mishra Ayuban. Number 20, Akash. And their head coach, Ranveer Singh and Kumar Rohit. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem. We'll start off with bowling.
All right, folks. With the national anthems and the formalities being done, it's time for the game to be officially welcomed. And of course, the Maldives coaching contingent having a very familiar Sri Lankan face as well. And of course, this game is the opening fixture of the FIBA Under-18 Asia Cup qualifying round from the SABA, that is the South Asian region. The FIBA Under-18 SABA Championships will be held later this year in Ahmedabad, India. And of course, later on we have the Women's Championships that will be the qualifying round for the Division B girls tournament to be held in Thailand later this year. So Janidu, plenty of action, and of course our neighbouring giants India are coming in as firm favourites.
Yes, absolutely, and I believe it's pretty much of an opportunity for Sri Lanka as well, especially having the home rights, getting to play in their home turf, and somehow, if they can get through these qualifiers and get through to that the important stage in the SABA qualifiers will be an huge advantage and a big opportunity for all these players who are representing their country. But nevertheless, it's never going to be an easy task. As we know, Indians will be favourites, but nevertheless Maldives and Pakistan will come up with similar competition, as well as everything's set for the first game, as we are bringing you all this action live from Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel. And right now we are at Sugathadasa Stadium. Both the teams are getting their final preps done, and the referees getting the balls checked as well. Got to make sure that the accurate level of air is available in the balls, as the whistle from the referee comes into play, asking the players to get to their benches. So they'll have their final huddles, final team talks, and it will be all action after that.
Yes, Janidu. According to the recent list we've got, we have from Team India that 5 players on court would be Captain Piyush, Shekhar, Joypreet, Abhyupang and Akash, and the Maldivian 5 would be Ismail, Ian, Rafael, Yusuf and skipper Ike. So they will be the starting 5, and this game entices to be a very interesting affair, a battle between physicalities. Indians, of course, having strong physical power and the height advantage in a very, very big distance.
Yes, absolutely. It's the final team will coming in from Team India. Pretty much a team with a lot of potential. It'll be interesting to see once they are in the court for some action, as they'll face their first game against Maldives. And after this game, 2 more games will be played. One in the women's category, and during later part in the evening, Sri Lanka will, in the men's category, Sri Lanka will face Pakistan. So it's going to be a day. Pardon me, Sri Lanka will be facing Bangladesh, and it's going to be a day filled with lots of basketball. So of course, yesterday and Saturday was filled with a lot of rugby games in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. Nevertheless, now we have come to a bigger stage, as everything set for the jump ball, as India gets it comfortably.
No much guesses there, Janidu. But nonetheless, it's Maldives who get the advantage with a very, very silly error there by India. They got the advantage.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, they had the advantage, but nevertheless couldn't open that first score. Yes, Maldives now with the drive, looking for options. Yes, the open space this time. Lovely layup, but doesn't get through that ring. Unfortunate start for Maldives.
It'll be interesting to see the strategy of Maldives because they have that disadvantage with height as India milk that first foul, and they will probably definitely look into get on the scoreboard, and it will be interesting to see how Maldives will pan up because they might go for more long range shots within this against this strong Indian outfit.
Yes, absolutely. Like you mentioned, the height will bring a big advantage in favor of India, and like you mentioned, Maldives will have to go for those shots. And here's Maldives now once again as India opens the score, makes sure that the second free throw was through that basket.
Skipper Piyush Chowdhury opening the scoring.
Yes, definitely, and good defense coming in from India. Maldives once again back-to-back two missed opportunities. Here's the first three-point attempt of the game. Edges out from the rim, but very well rebounded by Mishra. And Maldives open their score with a 3-pointer, so it's 3 points apiece now.
Rafael wearing the number 9 jersey, slotting that in, and looks like our early predictions of long-range baskets, long-range shots will be a key option for this Maldivian outfit, who are coming in as definite underdogs.
This time it's intercepted. Easy basket.
Oh, Shaker. That was Shaker Rathi, one of the tallest players probably in the tournament, along with skipper Piyush Chowdhury, and that's a brilliant 3-pointer coming in from Ismail.
Well, you were on point, Muad, because with the height threat that's coming towards Maldives will have to play their game this way. Driving in will be a bit difficult because the defense from India is solid as well, and especially with that height advantage, it's not easy to drive. So Maldivians have opted to go ahead with those 3-point attempts, and only thing is they've got to make sure that they are accurate with most of their shots.
They need to calm their nerves because they are giving away way too many fouls early in the exchange. And here's Maldives, as you can see, number 7, that was one of the smallest players in the pitch, but Ian, they've got a lot of skill set. Here's that pointer coming in from, that is Iyal, wearing the number 14 jersey. Not meant to be on the pitch to start, Nasheed Iyal.
Akash Yapan this time attempting that 3-point attempt. Nevertheless, rims out and goes out of the touchline, so it will bring back possession for Maldives. Opportunity here to extend that lead. Once again, trying to drive, but nevertheless draws that foul. This is a good comeback from Maldives. First few seconds, they were trying to, they were rather struggling to find that rhythm or the momentum, but nevertheless, they've come back stronger. Here's the side ball now. A lob pass, but not very well communicated. An easy layup once again.
If these sort of little silly errors happen, India will say thank you very much, and they will take all the points in the world, as Maldives are now struggling with that heavy defense and that height factor coming in.
Yes, absolutely. India can be very dangerous when it comes to their offense, their possession. So, especially handing over freebies will be something to consider about. And as we mentioned, that India goes with another 2-point. Now they have a 3-point lead. Once again, losing that ball. Well, lovely work there to recover that basket.
First time out of the game, and as we said earlier, rush defense, rushing in, and Maldives just clueless out there when it comes to defense, because India. And nonetheless, Janadu, how the way Maldives started, they were looking very, very confident, but just a few baskets in from India. Again, the morale factor switching towards India can be clearly seen.
Well, yes, definitely. Maldivians, they know that the defense that's coming from India is very, very solid, and of course, the height factor plays a huge role as well. So they've only option that they've got is going for those 3-point attempts, or rather shooting away. As we have a few highlights from those first 4 to 5 minutes. Some lovely play from both the teams, making the game interesting. But nevertheless, India have the upper hand heading into this timeout. 13 points to 8. India on the lead. Yes, Maldives now once again with the 3-point attempt. Rims out this time. Rebounds. Still with possession, Maldives. Lovely work there from his left hand. Lovely pass, but nevertheless goes straight into the hands of the Indian player. And yes, Piyush feeding the ball to Mishra.
Easy as you like it. It's Maldives who got that big mountain to climb right throughout this game. They will have to do lots of heavy work in this game if they are to make a statement.
Very well rebounded by India. Yes, Joy Preet, lovely work. Saw that the defense was open there. India drived his way through, and lovely jump shot adds 2 more points. Now the deficit getting increased for Maldives. This is coming from that good pressure that comes from the Indian defense. Take a look at that, the previous 2 points that were scored. And now Maldives once again looking for options. This time make sure that it gets through.
Rashid Ismail doing a lot of hard work for the Maldivian outfit. Janadu, if you were in the Maldivian camp, what would be your advice to the lads in red?
Well, definitely the defense that's coming from India is a big challenge, but nevertheless we saw that the score that was scored right now, which came through a fast break play. Maybe Maldives can look for few fast break options, and yes, of course they will have to go with that 3-point attempts as well, but nevertheless 3 points can be always unpredictable. Nevertheless, if you can be 100% accurate with it, there you go. Once again, they will have to make sure that they get those type of baskets.
Definitely. They are still playing that slow and easy game at times, but rushing in like you said now, missing it twice, thrice. For a team of their stature, they don't have to rush this for this kind of amount. For a team like India, they are on the right front foot with the advantage. They're rushing in too fast in terms of my opinion.
Well, yes, they've started off well as well. They're playing with a plan. They do have few players and they're playing with a strategy rather. Maldives just trying to play fast, trying to play broken, but nevertheless, like you mentioned, if India, they just need to make sure that they remain calm and just focus on their process and just work according to their plan. Pretty sure they have a very experienced coach as well, so just a matter of sticking to their basics and going according to the plan will definitely make sure that they'll be home in this game.
Still a matter of 5 points separating these two teams. India getting that early advantage, and it is fine, and they go into the 20-point mark with 6 points. Just a few baskets separating these two teams. Let's see what the Maldivians have got in their tanks.
There's Hassan trying to drive, drawing that foul. Well, this is something that the Maldivians can focus on. Draw some fouls, get the upper hand in favor of them. Lovely pass to the center. Lovely fake there. Lovely rotation, but nevertheless couldn't make that shot. There's a fast break play coming from India.
Good recovery by Maldives. Brilliant work. But all that hard work going in vain. Just sloppy collection. And we saw, we were discussing, this Maldivian outfit can pull off defensive work against this definite favourites.
Yes, absolutely. India replies back with a 3-pointer. It was Fatih Singh. Cardinal error there. Take a look at that beautiful 3-pointer. He was free in that corner. And yes, India, lovely pass and cut. Fakes, drives through, and almost dunked it. Was Joypreet Sidhu. So once again, suddenly the lead has rised up for India. Yes, the 3-point attempt coming from Zaukan rather.
Unfortunately, that rebound and the collection was not as great as Maldives again put on a brilliant counter attack. Will they get in? Yes, they got the basket. That's good work by the replacements coming in for the Maldivian outfit.
Yes, absolutely. Maldives, they've got to make sure that they count on every opportunity they get, because whenever that they have open space, they'll have to make sure that they count on those opportunities. And this time, a foul drawn by India. Once again, that physicality coming into play. Take a look at that. A bit of an aggressive drive, and straight away getting in contact with the Maldivian player. And yes, 2 more free throws for India. Well, I believe the rebounders did cross the line before the shot was offered from India, and makes it 2-2. So it's a 10 points deficit now. Final minute of the first quarter. Can Maldives do something interesting here?
Seems almost impossible to infiltrate that Indian defense for the Maldivians for general layups, for a simple layup, whereas 3-pointers have been their most lethal weapon. But nonetheless, it's 13 points now separating these two teams.
Well, unfortunate error there. Palming was the call from the referee. Not sure what happened out there exactly, but that was the call that came from referee. Maldivians, they will need to settle down a bit. The defense is opening up a lot of spaces as well. There you go, once again free space, and India noting that space very well, but nevertheless Durin trying to dunk that shot, he mis-executes it. Once again passing into no man's land, and India with one more opportunity goes for the 3-point attempt, rims out, and it will be a Maldives ball.
We have a huge contingency of Maldivian supporters. Of course, many living in Sri Lanka coming and supporting their young lads, as India yet again proving their authority, their dominance in this game.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Indians leading over Maldives 29 points to 16. Started off well, going at 50-50, but during the latter part of the quarter, Indians look very dominant, Muad, aren't they? Beautiful performance in the first quarter itself. 3 more quarters to go. Interesting to see what more to come for, as we take a look at a few highlights from the first quarter. Yeah, Maldivian started really well. The shots were on point, accuracy was very good, but I believe it's that pressure that came from the Indians, especially their defense, and of course, like we mentioned initially in the game as well, that height factor coming into play has been a big threat for Maldives.
Absolutely. Be interesting to see what is up on store in the second quarter. Will India go for a more loosen up attitude, or will they come out all guns blazing to just seal this game and go into halftime with a much bigger and a better lead? (29-16) the score in favor of the Indian lads, coming in as firm favourites, like we said earlier. And of course, Janidu, Maldives looking and searching for that all-important pointers.
Yes, absolutely. Started off well, India, in the first quarter, 29 points to 16. Pretty sure they'll want to make sure that they continue this momentum, which will be highly important them, especially heading into this tournament, traveling all the way from India to Sri Lanka. And that first game will always matter. Any tournament you play, getting that confident start, making things right, getting in touch with your game plan, those things really do matter when you're heading into such tournaments, as this will be a good opportunity for both these teams, as India once again draws a foul. Yes, once again 2 shots for Joypreet Sidhu, tall lad, playing with a a lot of physicality and aggression.
I think Janidu, I saw the Sri Lankan outfit. I haven't seen the Bangladeshi team who will be taking on India and other teams. Sri Lanka might be again the only team who will be able to give a very close fight in terms of physicality for the Indian outfit.
Well, yes, Sri Lankan team looks a bit pretty similar to the Indian outfit as well, so I'm pretty sure that game's going to be a very interesting one. Of course, nevertheless, they'll have to make sure that they start off well today. They will face their first game against Bangladesh in the evening. And I'm pretty sure there'll be more crowd as well to see the home nation playing here. Once again, India continue with their dominance. Maldives still trying to find solutions. There you go, once again, just throwing it away. Good defense this time, very well blocked, and it will be Maldives ball.
Got to calm their nerves down. It's a matter of 14 points now separating, but it's reduced to 11.
Yes, absolutely brilliant by Rafael Alim. They will need a few more of those to cut down this deficit. Lovely bounce pass to Priyadarshan Ratinam.
Slow and steady would do the deal for the Maldives.
Well, that was those 2 points was awarded for Maldives. You cannot do that. That itself shows the potential of these Indian boys. Moved, jumped all the way. He was able to stop that as well, but nevertheless, according to the rules and regulations, you cannot do that. So Maldives won't mind that as they take 2 more points. A 3-point attempt coming in from Arman. Rims out. Once again draws the foul. Once again it's that lad Joypreet Sidhu. And he will once again get 2 shots.
India yet again increasing the lead by 15 points now. It's 36, I beg your pardon, it's 36-23. 13 points making the difference.
Yes, Maldives will need at least another couple of 3-pointers, and also they've got to make sure that they put in some pressure in the defense. Try to collapse the Indian offense. Maybe steal that ball. They will need 2 more of that, but lovely screen coming into play and open space from that left side, and I believe he scored it with the foul. Yes, it is. So it will be a 1 shot, just a shot for the number 6 from the Indian outfit, Krishna Suneria. Lovely work. And he misses the free throw. Here's the fast break play coming in from Maldives. Goes for the shot. Just 1 rebound there, but once again India will slow things down.
Due to many factors, Bangladesh, I beg your pardon, Maldives have been privy to a lot of fouls being given away. So they should be taking well note of it. They've given way too many fouls, and some of their key players might have to sit it out in the next few phases.
Yes, definitely. I believe it's coming from that physicality from India as well. They're playing aggressively. They're using that physicality. It's not easy for the Maldivian lads to defend these Indian lads. But once again, 3-pointer finding it nowhere off the ring. But fortunate enough, bounces into the hands of the Indian player. And this time, travelling violation. Yes, definitely. Good call coming into play from the referee.
Now, Maldives searching for options. They've composed themselves. They're not rushing it, but the rush is way too fast from India. But again, way too eager, the Indian outfit. They know they are in the front foot, trying out very, very fancy ploys and easy as you like it. India go to the 40th point mark.
Yes, as India moves to the 40th point mark. Maldives coach opting for that timeout. Pretty sure he wants to have a word with the lads, because he knows that this lead is just dragging and going away from Maldives. So he has to make sure that somehow advise the boys with a plan to cut down the deficit. It's the right time to do it, rather than waiting for the latter part of the game.
One of the Indian assistant coach on screen is almost pointing at their players to calm themselves down, because they are in the front foot. There's no need to rush or try to be ultra fancy. Some good 3-pointers there. Now replay coming in from the lads in red, the Maldives. Next we have at 4:15 Sri Lanka taking on Bangladesh. The women's outfit. Sri Lanka taking on Maldives rather, in the women's game. And later on Sri Lanka taking on Bangladesh in the men's boys under 18 category. That will be a very interesting affair, those two games. Again a miss. A missed chance, missed opportunity means India pouncing back on it.
Well, this time it's going the other way around. It's an offensive foul. We'll have a look at that. There you go with the drive. Yes, straight the elbow into the defender's chin, I believe. Wow, that must have hurt as well, but nevertheless, opportunity for Maldives. Good stuff there. Coming into play from Kyle.
That celebration, Janudha, shows how much it means to them.
Yes, absolutely. But they will need more of that. India once again replies with a beautiful layup. Maldives have not been able to stop this or put pressure on this Indian offense. Lovely work there, but lovely pass, but nevertheless execution not just going very well. Once again draws a foul India. Maldives will have to make sure that they cut down these fouls, because like you mentioned, Mohad, if you lose one or two of your key players during the latter part of the game, it's going to be a big disadvantage for Maldives.
Definitely. We have pin drop silence out here, and India of course cruising towards the half-century mark. They're just 6 points shy of 50. And we have a complete turnaround as the Maldives almost empties their bench. Let's see what this fresh legs can do to the lads in red. They are trailing 45-29. 16 points separating.
Yes, and straight away replacing 5 players itself from that Maldivians camp. There's India once again with the offense. Lovely rotation, lovely spin, but doesn't execute the shot very well. But once again that height difference playing a huge role for the rebound, but ball has been intercepted, but once again stolen by India, and this time it's a bagger. A bagger coming into play from India's number 3, Priyadarshan Ratinam. And India stalled the ball, but foul play coming into play.
India's replacements filling in the ranks of their starting 5, and they are doing exactly the same and just running right out here. (48-29). 49-29. Just again the biggest lead for today. 20 points separating these two teams, and Maldives are struggling. They have been putting a lot of work, but India is showing their class out here.
Once again a beautiful play coming in from India. Beautiful lob pass and a massive huge dunk. Very unfortunate there. He lost his balance and had to sit on his knees. Yes, that will be called as travel violation. Take a look at that lovely pass, and look at that bang. Dunks back to back from India. This time the 3-point attempt, and that's through as well. India is on a roller coaster here, Muad.
Just one-way traffic, and the neighboring giants India have got all set for the big title hopes. They are definitely playing these games as a precursor. They are eyeing that big title. They have always come for the kill, and Maldives are not shy of talent, but it's just that extra physicality being the biggest obstacle there. And yet another 3-pointer by Arman.
Yes, 57 points to 29. Just 2 minutes remaining before heading into half time, and seems like India is gonna go for a big one before heading into lemons. Just looking like things are very easy at the moment. Brilliant execution, brilliant team play. Take a look at that once again. 2 more points. Just they've been unstoppable. Maldives as a unit, when it comes to the defense, they've got no solutions into this Indian offense. And they are under immense pressure now.
Is India again, and support work coming in brilliantly, and a foul in the process as well.
Two shots opportunity for Sekhar Rati. very well off that as well. And once again, that whole 5-player swap coming in from Maldives. Interesting moves from the coach.
Ryan with the ball. Goes to Emil. Now Rafael. Will he go into the basket? Can he get it? No, unfortunate there. Lots of missed opportunities as India pounce on all the freebies, and they increase their lead. 3-point attempt. Fortunately, Maldives losing the plot here. It's now or never for the lads in red to come back.
Yes, definitely. If they are to come back, at least they'll have to make sure that they come back into the game very, very strong, especially in the initial part of the third quarter, because we are almost at the end of the second quarter, just a few seconds away. So pretty sure during the halftime, Maldivians coach will have a plan, but it's just a matter of the execution, because it's not easy, especially the Indian defense coming into play. Nothing wrong with the free throws.
It just seems very unstoppable, this Indian outfit. Maldives will look to play for pride now if they are to reduce the gap and finish this half in a respectable fashion. And that, folks, shows you the story of the day. Plenty of opportunities, Maldives, but India pouncing on the ball every time they get on hold of it. They try to score as much as possible.
Yes, absolutely. For Maldives, even if they can't win the game, maybe bounce back as a unit, cut down those errors, make sure that you execute well. Sometimes it's just a matter of, putting your 100% out amidst whether you win or lose. Here are the final 2 seconds. Loses the ball, Maldives. India going for that very long shot. Just off the board, and that will be half time. And points are 66 points to 31. India having a commanding lead. What a passage of play. And 2 more quarters remaining. And it'll be interesting to see what the Indians will do. And that's the second quarter confirmation. 66 points to 31. India having the upper hand.
There are some highlights from the second quarter. India, and India all the way. And dominance has been ultimate by the Indian outfit. Their first 5 and the replacements have all done well. And they have all done absolutely well to go on to this lead. A superlative lead of 66-31.
My girlfriend's mom's birthday, so she made all of this in the morning.
Alright folks, let's go to a commercial break. We will be back with the third quarter action here in the game between India and the Maldives here in the under 18 SABA Asia Cup Qualifiers 2026. Stay tuned.
Nutrilite nutrition high කොන්ද මුං ඇට සෝයාද රයිස් තෙලියු දෙකතුව Nutrilite ප්‍රෝටීන් සමගින් රසරසකින් Nutrilite රසරසකින්
Nutrilite පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි
හයේ පහරවල් දියුණු කඩුළු දවා ගැනීම මේ කිසිම දෙයක් මග හැරගන්න එපා කොතැන සිටියත් ඕනෑම වෙලාවක සජීවීව IPL අත්දැකීම දැන් ඔබේ අතටම IPL උන්මාදයට Dialog Play සමග එක්වන්න අදම Dialog Play App එක ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කර රුපියල් 268ක් රීලෝඩ් කරන්න Star Sports නාලිකා ඔස්සේ මුළු IPL තරගාවලියම සජීවීව නරඹන්න
Nutrilite nutrition high කොන්ද මුං ඇට සෝයාද රයිස් තෙලියු දෙකතුව Nutrilite ප්‍රෝටීන් සමගින් රසරසකින් Nutrilite රසරසකින්
Nutrilite පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි
The legends return to rule. The rivalries reignited. Cricket's greatest names. One epic series. Asian Legends League 2026. From the 2nd to the 14th of June. Catch the action live on the Papare 2, Dialog Play and ThePapare.com.
Nutrilite nutrition high කොන්ද මුං ඇට සෝයාද රයිස් තෙලියු දෙකතුව Nutrilite ප්‍රෝටීන් සමගින් රසරසකින් Nutrilite රසරසකින්
Nutrilite පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි
The biggest spectacle in franchise cricket, Indian Premier League, is back for another thrilling season. Sri Lanka's finest stars and the global icons are ready to set the grandest stage of them all ablaze. Every six that shakes the stadium, every yorker that silences the crowd, every moment that stops your heart. Don't just watch it, feel it. Live on ThePapare.com.
This happened. Oh, what an effort. Good technique.
Nutrilite nutrition high කොන්ද මුං ඇට සෝයාද රයිස් තෙලියු දෙකතුව Nutrilite ප්‍රෝටීන් සමගින් රසරසකින් Nutrilite රසරසකින්
Nutrilite පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි
The tradition continues. From signature clashes to heart-stopping endings. Every pass, every tackle, every try writes a new chapter in Sri Lanka schools rugby history. Old rivals, new challengers, underdogs who rise with one dream. Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. Live on Dialog Television, Dialog Play and ThePapare.com.
Nutrilite nutrition high කොන්ද මුං ඇට සෝයාද රයිස් තෙලියු දෙකතුව Nutrilite ප්‍රෝටීන් සමගින් රසරසකින් Nutrilite රසරසකින්
Nutrilite පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
Nutrilite nutrition high කොන්ද මුං ඇට සෝයාද රයිස් තෙලියු දෙකතුව Nutrilite ප්‍රෝටීන් සමගින් රසරසකින් Nutrilite රසරසකින්
Nutrilite පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි
And he shot his bowling.
Two proud nations, one epic rivalry, and a tour that promises fire. From raw pace to fearless stroke play, from moments of brilliance to battles that define champions.
Edge there, he's gone, didn't take
Australia arrives in Pakistan for 3 epic ODIs. From the 30th May to the 4th of June, catch the action live on the Papare 2, the Papare 2 HD, Dialog Play and ThePapare.com.
Nutri-line nutrition high Konda mung at soya rice Telu dek tua Nutri-line Protein sama in rasarasakin Nutri-line
රසරසකින් නිවට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
From the Caribbean rhythm to the Lion Nation roar, this is a clash of flair, fire, and fearless cricket. 3 ODIs, 3 explosive T20s, and 2 classic test matches. Sri Lanka Tour of West Indies 2026, 3rd of June to 7th of July. Catch the action live on the Papare 1, the Papare 1 HD, and Dialog Play.
Every generation gets one moment, one chance to carry a nation's pride. From the 25th to the 29th of May, Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh, Maldives come together for the future of basketball. FIBA U18 Asia Cup SABA Qualifiers 2026. Catch the action live on the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports. Live the action, feel the excitement.
ලොව අංක එකේ ක්‍රිකට් සැනකෙලිය නැවතත් තියුණු තරගකාරීත්වයේ උණුසුම දැන් ඔබේ නිවසටම IPL උන්මාදයට Dialog Television සමග එක්වන්න. රුපියල් 397කට IPL පාස් එක සක්‍රිය කරගෙන මුළු IPL සීසන් එකම Star Sports නාලිකා ඔස්සේ නරඹන්න. සක්‍රිය කිරීමට ඔබේ දුරකථනයෙන් on හිස්තැනක් DTV හිස්තැනක් ඔබේ ගෙනුම් අංකය හිස්තැනක් 2026 ලෙස ටයිප් කර 0770 679 679ට SMS කරන්න.
Nutri-line nutrition high Konda mung at soya rice Telu dek tua Nutri-line Protein sama in rasarasakin Nutri-line
රසරසකින් නිවට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Nutri-line nutrition high Konda mung at soya rice Telu dek tua Nutri-line Protein sama in rasarasakin Nutri-line
රසරසකින් නිවට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Nutri-line nutrition high Konda mung at soya rice Telu dek tua Nutri-line Protein sama in rasarasakin Nutri-line
රසරසකින් නිවට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
හයේ පහරවල් දියුණු කඩුළු දවා ගැනීම මේ කිසිම දෙයක් මගහැරගන්න එපා. කොතැන සිටියත් ඕනෑම වෙලාවක සජීවීව IPL අත්දැකීම දැන් ඔබේ අතටම. IPL උන්මාදයට Dialog Play සමග එක්වන්න. අදම Dialog Play App එක ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කර රුපියල් 268ක් රීලෝඩ් කරන්න. Star Sports නාලිකා ඔස්සේ මුළු IPL තරගාවලියම සජීවීව නරඹන්න.
Nutri-line nutrition high Konda mung at soya rice Telu dek tua Nutri-line Protein sama in rasarasakin Nutri-line
රසරසකින් නිවට්‍රිලයින් පව එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Going to the hands of the fielder. What a catch!
The legends return to rule. The rivalries reignited. Cricket's greatest names. One epic series. Asian Legends League 2026. From the 2nd to the 14th of June. Catch the action live on the Papare 2, Dialog Play and ThePapare.com.
Nutri-line nutrition high Konda mung ata soya rice Teringu deka tua Nutri-line Protein sama in rasa-rasa kin Nutri-line rasa-rasa kin
The biggest spectacle in franchise cricket, Indian Premier League, is back for another thrilling season. Sri Lanka's finest stars and the global icons are ready to set the grandest stage of them all ablaze. Every six that shakes the stadium, every Yorker that silences the crowd, every moment that stops your heart. Don't just watch it, feel it. Live on ThePapare.com.
This happened. Oh, what an effort. Good technique.
The DTV Ch and Ch in Sri Lanka schools will be listening. Old rivals, new challengers, underdogs who rise with one dream. Dialog Schools Rugby League 2026. Live on Dialog Television, Dialog Play and ThePapare.com.
Nutri-line nutrition high Konda mung ata soya rice Teringu deka tua Nutri-line Protein sama in rasa-rasa kin Nutri-line rasa-rasa kin
Nutri-line power එක පොඩි වැද්දන්ටයි.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to the Papare, your home.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the Under-18 Asia Cup SABA qualifiers happening here at Sugathadasa Stadium, all the way from Sri Lanka, as the first game of the tournament proceeded between India and Maldives as we had the half-time break, and now all set for the second half action as the third quarter proceeds. And for those who joined with us right now, bringing you the live action from Papare. And here starts the third quarter. India had a dominant performance in the first quarter, or rather the first two quarters, and starts very well off in this third quarter as well.
Just showing that they are in for this game to go all out. And folks, if you're joining us right now, this tournament is being battled out between host Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh and the Maldives in both boys and girls categories in the under-18 segment. And of course, India coming in as firm favourites, showing that they are a real class apart. Sri Lanka will definitely be looking and eyeing their neighbouring giants, and in the next few days of the tournament it will get more and more exciting in terms of the fixtures coming in.
Yes, definitely. Games happening this entire week till Friday, so plenty of more action to come, and like you mentioned, Muad, all these games are going to be very vital and very interesting as these youngsters representing their nations getting the opportunity to keep the foot in the big level. As India moves up to the 70-point mark, and it's just a matter of 40 points deficit once again. The Maldives opting for that 3-pointer. Chirag bringing the ball forward, and here's Piyush Chowdhury, the skipper, adding 2 more points. India playing some settled basketball here. They're not rushing, not panicking, because they know that they are in the lead. It's just a matter of keeping things calm and just following up with the execution, as Maldives scores 2 more points, but they are far behind. They will have a lot to do if they are to catch up this deficit.
India 72 now, and again they have been able to go into a further advantage with another foul coming on their way. Beautiful work there. Beautiful work by Akash, coming in as replacement and making no mistake with the basket.
Yes, still looking unstoppable, the Indians. Maldives still once again being blocked by that beautiful defense, but beautiful work there, but was quite not fortunate enough to get through that. Very good, just open space. Maldives players not committing towards any fouls, probably because of the foul numbers that they have under their names. But a good 3-pointer.
38 points for the Maldives. 76-38.
Cutting around, and here's some free space. Draws the foul nevertheless. Good stuff.
Trying to do almost 40 points separating these two teams. 38. Maldives are on 38, and 30 points is the difference.
Well, yes, looking at this stage of the game, definitely looks like that India will comprehensively take this game home, but nevertheless some beautiful passes around the court. Would have been much more beautiful if the 3-point was through as well, but quite unfortunate there.
Maldives, many layups gone wrong for them. They've had plenty of chances. They are trying to play the game to the pace of India, and that has really costed them many scoring opportunities. Ayal almost tries to go for it.
Once again, good defense from India. Rebounds it, spins, goes for the shot. Still ball available for Maldives, but India settles down with the defense. Brilliant stuff. Well, that's definitely a travel violation. Definitely a travel violation, and timeout requested from the Indian coach. Seems like he just want to mix up his team, or maybe substitutes, enter some substitutes rather, and of opportunity to everyone.
Folks, here are some snaps, some interesting moments that were caught beforehand. And India just going all over. And that was the basket. Maldives finally managed to get after multiple attacking moves. A three-pointer went in, and that was the last three-pointer for the Maldives. They started off with a bang in the first quarter with bang, bang, back-to-back 3 points. But India knew that they were the firm favourites, and now it shows on the scoreboard with an exactly 40-point difference between the two teams. Here's Team India. What can they do? Can they go past that 100-point mark, which really seems possible? Maldives with the counter-attack. Another three-point attempt.
Goes over the board. Is that three-point attempt? Deficit now exactly 40 points. Yes, India with the three-point attempt. Rebounded. Drives through. Lovely pass, sending it out. Fakes it. Once again a long pass. Good stuff from India. Good stuff. Beautiful ball rotation and playing it fast pace more importantly, and take a look at that, drawing that foul. This has been the concern for Maldives. They've not been able to settle at any point of this game, as India now with the opportunity with adding 2 more points.
Score moves out to 80, and within India is of course within kissing range of reaching the 100-point mark. Like drives in, goes to the shot and makes it.
Beautiful work there. Beautiful work there coming into play from Mohammad Aman. Lovely spin and shooting. Lovely pass and cut in this time, and beautiful work there by Krishna Suneria. The Indian team's chemistry has been on point more, isn't it? Especially those plays they play, the passing and the cutting, they know where the play is exactly, and the ball rotation going pretty much well. Will be a big threat for the rest of the teams as well.
Absolutely, definitely great coordination, and of course support arrives right on time. Support is always there, and the chemistry, like you said, between the players has always been there, and that's a very rare steal by the Maldives.
Draws the foul. There you go, trying to drive to the left corner. Zian with a lovely jump shot once again.
Indian lads coordinating their next ploy, and they get it. Easy as you like it.
Yes, pretty much that has been the story in this game. Indians dominating easily. Yes, Maldives once again getting shuttered from that Indian defense. Yes, the three-point attempt from here. Lovely shot with the defender in front of you. Not the easiest of task. So lovely work. But quick ball from India. And do they reply back with another three-pointer? No, they don't. Yes, Ian once again. Lovely work to recover the ball. ball goes out of touch.
Extremely sloppy passage of play, and nonetheless it is India yet again who will be attacking. And they have 15 points, almost 15 points short of reaching the century.
Yes, absolutely. Just 16 points short of that 100 points, and around 2 minutes remaining for the end of this third quarter. Interesting to see. Will India go for that 16 points all the way in this quarter? Can Maldives put some pressure back? Can Maldives show something promising? Once again, loses the ball, but landed safely in the hands of the Maldivian player. As India now once again with the offense, which has been brilliant so far in this game. Take a look at that. They're not rushing things. Take a look at that. The cutting, the passing, the screens, everything. And once you see a man free, just like that, either it's 2 points or 3 points. Brilliant stuff from India.
FIBA Asia Cup will be held later in Ahmedabad, India, in mid this year. So the Asia Cup will be a brilliant chance for the youngsters to shine. And of course, that's the men's category. The girls will play the B Division Asia Cup in Thailand. So the winners of this edition in both the boys and girls outfits will be eyeing and for that glory in the Asian circuit, and of course the world circuit is not far away, as India yet again toying with the Maldivian lads.
Yes, a massive opportunity for these lads to represent in the bigger stage. Getting to represent your country itself is a big opportunity, but what matters the most is that how well you do in that bigger stage. As India now once again settling things out, rotating that ball, looking for options. Lovely pass to the center. And Ronaldo Hopkins adds 2 more points.
Interesting name there. Ronaldo Hopkins. Must have been a superstar back in school.
Well, yes. Definitely could be.
And I think we have a LeBron in the Sri Lankan team. I'm not sure whether he made the cut for the full squad. I went for the press conference down a few weeks ago. So there was one LeBron, I'm not sure, but there was one LeBron in the Sri Lankan outfit in the squad. Always interesting to have some interesting names, and that's the end of the third quarter.
Well, yes, I will be able to find out about LeBron in that game in the evening when Sri Lanka faces Bangladesh, and it's the end of the third quarter. India once again with that massive lead, 94 points to 45.
Some highlights from the third quarter, where it was yet again India all the way. The first quarter saw a glimpse of hope for the Maldivians, the islanders, a resilient nation of course. They've been amazing with their football in the recent past. Basketball has also been one of their staple sports.
Yes, the fourth and the last quarter of the first game of this under 18 Asian Cup for the SABA qualifiers. Sri Lanka versus Maldives. Pardon me, India versus Maldives. Battling it out each other, but nevertheless India has been very dominant, 94 points to 45. I'm pretty sure they're going to go above that three figures, and interesting to see where they'll stop.
Definitely, they're just in touching range for 100, and they will absolutely have the opportunity to reach unless a miracle comeback is made by the Maldives. If not, 100 is just a moments away. Almost 50 points being the gap between these two teams.
Yes, a remarkable performance from India. Here's the drive coming through. Will for sure be 2 more points. No, but rebounds very well. Yes, referee spots a foul play. I believe it's Al Nasheed from Maldives. Caught in that foul play. Side ball for India. Lovely work there. Just a matter of passing and shooting. The defense collapsing right away.
And just like that, India still holding fort, defending, and got the act together, as the Maldives are now struggling with huge pressure coming in. You don't expect this much of a pressure to be put in by India, Chanidu, at this time, leading by 50 points, but India is just doing the right thing.
Yes, exactly, Muad. Very impressive from India. Especially, they know that they are ahead in this game, like almost 50 points deficit, but nevertheless, they still want to play with the same intensity and the same aggression, and that's a lovely 3-pointer coming in from Fatih Singh, and the score moves up to 99 to 45, and tries to steal that ball, and once again it will be India's ball. So a lot of questions to be answered for Maldives. Nevertheless, India just want to make sure that they make a statement in this game.
Absolutely. Of course, sitting at this venue, I remember there's a great basketball playing school right next to us, Janidu, St. Benedict's College, and it's remembered because I met a few giants, legends from St. Benedict's few days ago, and the story was that one time the Sri Lanka basketball team was almost filled with Benedictines, the playing five, and sometimes almost all the replacements too. But this time around, they have got none. But I realized that how much of a significance this venue and this area, especially Mutwal, Modara, Kotahena, and the surrounding areas has with basketball. There's plenty of history. St. Benedict's, De La Salle College, then of course Good Shepherd Convent. It's a very prominent place for basketball in Sri Lanka. Unfortunately now in a slight downward fall, but that's how time is. You have good times and bad times, and it's great to see Sri Lanka basketball back in action, where schools from all over the country are performing very well.
Well, yes, with that India moves into that triple figures, and yes, like you mentioned, Muad, St. Benedict's is a school that produced a lot of brilliant basketball players to the country, and yes, interestingly, but nevertheless, the game has expanded in multiple ways and in a bigger scope, and all these players, especially in Sri Lanka, have a lot of opportunities now when it comes to this sport, and of course most of this action will be brought to you by ThePapare, Sri Lanka's number one sports channel. As lovely work there, spin off, just a matter of executing it very well.
of course, in the process, a 3-figure mark, which was definitely coming their way for India, has been reached. It will be a really, really happy side, and they will try to go to that 150 mark if they are able to. And finally, the Maldive team have reached the 50-point mark. They will be happy too, but they'll be disappointed that they've given away 100 plus points.
Yes, absolutely. Now the deficit 54 points, more than half. Interesting stuff from India. This performance will boost their confidence up, especially in that game going against Sri Lanka. Will be a tough one for them, and it will be a good battle to witness. Muad.
That last passage, how India scored, it was just heavy defense. The Maldivian player was just clueless. He couldn't do anything. The Indian lads just rushed on and went on to score. They are leading by 50 plus points, but they are still playing as if wonderful bit of play. That was by, if I'm not mistaken, Arwan, number 30. Akash Ayyappan, and beautiful work there. The replacements to the first 5 have done absolutely well. World-class performance against a team Maldives who have given everything, but still coming short due to many barriers against this firm favourite Indian outfit.
Take a look at that replay of that beautiful, rather fabulous work there. There you go. Oh, absolutely stunning. Brilliant stuff.
You love to see these kind of moments, isn't it, Janidu? Sports is all about weather, irrespective of what team you are from. It's great to see these youngsters who are just 16, 17-year-olds putting out some amazing performances. And Maldives have really gone down in the last few moments. They were struggling in terms of attack, as India have put out a massive defensive attack along with defense, and just around 5 minutes on the clock for both the teams to make an impression in the first game of this SABA Under-18 Asia Cup qualifier.
And one more 3-point, and India moves up 211 points. Well, if it was cricket, it would have been Nelson Muad, but
oh yes, absolutely.
Different case here. Well, consolation points now for Maldives. Anything they can grab, they'll be happy. And yes, that once again, that aggressive drive coming into play from the number 15 on your screen.
Both the teams have given ample opportunity for all the players in the bench for some really good game time, and these valuable game times will be very important when it comes to the crunch games in the next few fixtures within this week. The games will go on till the 28th, folks, and you can catch all the live action from wherever you are in the world, from the Papare and Papare's many platforms around the globe, on TV as well as on the web. This live action will be brought to you from the Sugathadasa Stadium in Colombo, as India just running riot, almost getting the 3-pointer. Beautiful rebound with that height advantage as well, but Maldives somehow managed to get back together for another attempt. Nope.
Just around 4 minutes are left in the clock. What's interesting is that what's the score that India is going to end up at. The moment they are 113 points, and pretty sure they'll get to that 120. The question is, will they go above 120? There's free space for a 3-pointer. Doesn't find any part of the ring. Looking for that 3-pointer, but ball just going astray. Finding that touchline.
That was probably one of the very handful of mistakes by India in terms of ball handling. And Maldives, like we said earlier, should play for pride. They have 3.5 minutes left on our clock, and these last few moments will decide what they will be ending up as in terms of points. This is game number 1, the opening fixture of this FIBA U18 Asia Cup, the SABA qualifiers.
There's some lovely ball play coming into play from Maldives during the latter part of the game. I believe it's too late for that now, but some positivity for them to proceed ahead in this tournament. It will be still an opportunity for them to try those plays, especially with a solid defense which comes from the Indian unit, because they will have more games to be played. And at the moment we can see Indians just trying those 3-point attempts. Yes, the drive coming through, and with the foul. Take a look at that. Lovely work. Nevertheless, even though he lost his balance, he made sure that he made that basket. Was not happy with the contact point as well, but nevertheless, yet another timeout, and India 116 points to 52 against Maldives.
Both teams showing a lot of intent in the last dying embers of the game. Indian coaching staff been very busy and very active right throughout, barking out instructions. And in the earliest stages of the game, we saw them rushing way too much, with the Maldives having a bit of a upper hand, but they calmed their nerves, they pulled their socks together, and the scoreline shows it all. Maldives, of course, missed and slipped the game away in the first quarter. In the last bits of the first quarter, they showed glimpses of brilliance in the start of the game and in many parts of all the 4 quarters, but the story today is India going for that opening win of the opening game here in the tournament in Colombo.
Yes, definitely. They'll have the first win of the tournament, a comprehensive win, I would say. Mod. If you look at the scoreboard itself, it's 118 points to 52. Massive lead. And there's Maldives with the 3-point attempt. India now just playing a in a slow pace. Just trying a few freebies here and there. That's a good shot from Rafael. Travel violation.
Last minute and a half of the game, the fourth quarter. Maldives, impressive. Like we said, they've shown moments of brilliance. They are a team with immense talent, but they have fallen short in terms of physicality. India just again showing what they are made of. Easy three-pointers by Arman, wearing the number 21 jersey. Here's Rafael wearing number 9 for Maldives, putting a lot of work and like almost getting it. For Maldives, it has been Rafael wearing number 9. He has been the live wire right from the start. Unfortunately, this team will go and end up in the losing side after a valiant performance against arguably one of the strongest teams in the region.
Maldives finally getting some opportunity to get a few free throws, and this is the second one. And here's India now with the fast break, but deciding to slow things down. Once again going for that 3-point attempt, and now this time it's through. Easy as you like it. 125 points now. It's been an absolute peak of a performance from India. There you go, more opportunities, and dunks straight away. More timeouts coming into play from Maldives. There you go, the tall man has got a lot of vertical in him. Armar, the man in your screen. Just 50 seconds left, and India has almost made it to 130 points. Muad. Absolute brilliant performance, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the teams will know that it's going to be a big challenge for them facing India in the next coming days.
Definitely. A staggering 70-point lead in the opening game shows how much of a threat India is going to be. Just as we go into the very last bit of play, almost a minute remains.
Yes, the last minute coming into play, the final quarter of the first game of this Under-18 Asia Cup for FIBA Qualifiers. So, at the moment India with a massive lead. There's a drive coming through, ball being sent out. Here's a 3-point opportunity, and that will make it 130 for India. It's just phenomenal stuff from India. Maldives nevertheless replies back with a 3-pointer, so it's 130 points to 60, a 70-point deficit. Man, talk about that. This is really impressive, and feels like India just wants to shut things off, just let the time go, and that will be the game. That's the final whistle coming for you. Brilliant performance coming into play from India as they will take the victory of the first game of this Under-18 Asia Cup for SABA qualifiers. India taking on Maldives, and 130 points to 60 is the story as India gets the upper hand of the first game of the tournament.
Team India is victorious with a score of 130 to Team Maldives 57 points.
Fans are also slowly coming up for the next few games. So we've got final score confirmation, folks. It's 130 for India and 60 for the Maldives. It was some of the best moments caught on our Papare production crew, our camera crew and the production crew. Been doing a lot of work behind the scenes to get you some brilliant pictures from around the court.
It was that final quarter where Indians were just going on and on with the 3-pointers, where they ended up in the 130 point mark. And end of the day, it's been a brilliant performance for India. As, they'll be happy, they'll be confident, and they'll sit back and rest as the next two games will be happening in the women's category and in the men's category, and those two games are going to be a very, very interesting one as well. And more interestingly, it's the home nation Sri Lanka will be taking part in both of the games that's yet to be played.
So Janidu, we have picking up many interesting notes. We have been asked, we have to select the most promising player of the match. Who do we go with? For the losing side, of course, we were mentioning that number 9 Rafael was there, but we have to pick the winning side. Your idea would be? What would be your suggestion?
Well, I believe it could be Joypreet Sidhu. He was really good with his ball handling, the ball control as well. But nevertheless, we have Anushka down in the court, as we'll be heading down to the court for Anushka.
SABA qualifiers in Sri Lanka. What an exciting game it was. One-sided it may have been, but truly competitive from both sides. And to present the player of the game award for today's match, we have Nalin and Ranga from Wilson, Sri Lanka. And now let us welcome the player of the game with 20 points in this game, wearing number 21, Arman from Team India.
All right. Arban, the man who shined very well with the ball in hand and attacking in defense. And of course, Joypreet Sidhu and everyone in the Indian team just pulled off a massive effort. And folks, don't go anywhere. We will be back soon. But for now, we take a short break. That's it from the Papare crew. For me, Muad Razik and Januti Himsara. We'll come back soon for the next match, 4:15 in the girls category, where Sri Lanka take on the Maldives. Thank you very much for staying with us. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
This is Sri Lankaවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.